we were off on another adventure. One of Hugh's trombone students, Chris, and his wife Amanda were on holiday on the island, so we met up for a hike. I think we were the ones locked up. Those goats were plotting.
Top tip, Calvin. Miss Calvin's top tips.
We have missed Calvin's top tips. Yeah, can you hear the crickets?
Yeah.
Shade. Any shade we can get, we'll take it.
6K.
You and Kelly.
In the Second World War,
You'll never know. I've included a few snippets of conversation without context in this video.
He's seeing potential. Can you see that little wall that goes all the way up, Tells?
Oh, yeah.
That's...
What is that?
Don't know, maybe it says on what Dad is reading.
It didn't.
Kelly's mentality is to
No, that was
go fast and go
hard.
hard, go fast.
Worst goat impression ever.
Walk, a lovely walk. Could you just have a look over and have a look at Esperance? My anchor alarm's been beeping away at me.
Then our anchor alarm went off on Hugh's phone to say that Esperance had moved. We phoned John, who said Esperance was fine, so it must be a GPS error. You never can relax, even with a fantastic new anchor.
there's a goat.
There's a goat.
Is that the one that nicked my bag?
And finally, we made it to the other side of the island. These goats are tricksy. Kelvin did this walk a few days ago. Arrived here, put his bag down, opened it up, only for a goat to come nosing, got his horn stuck in the handle and ran off with Kelvin's bag still attached.
That's the one.
A chase ensued, Kelvin's bag contents retrieved from all over the beach.
I think he recognises the Spa logo.
Yeah.
You're a naughty.
Know what's in there? Lunch.
He wasn't giving up. Anytime a bag opened, he was there. This guy must be a Brit. Only we would take a lilo on a hike for a small relaxing payoff. And into the sea they go, to check on the anchor first of all, and then to do some treasure hunting.
Quite a bit windy.
The anchor is looking really solid.
Is it? Cool, we're going to have a look. Go and check out the anchor.
Tilly found this huge fin. The next day we reunited it with Chris from Ragdoll, who was delighted as he thought it was lost forever after it was blown from his back deck.
Tell the camera what we're doing, Tilly. What we're doing.
Don't get my sunglasses because I dropped them in the water.
2 days ago, Tilly dropped her sunglasses in the sea, but we dropped a pin on the chart, didn't we?
Yeah, so we're gonna go get them.
On a mission.
Yeah, with a big foot.
Found the slipper.
It's such a big slipper. We have 3 flippers we found.
We are heading to that purple fish over there. So it's over here.
We use this technique anytime we lose anything. Mark it on the map and then go and find it when the weather is better. Every kid in the anchorage got to have a go on this Joby. Thanks, Todd.
I borrowed this off Chris next door. It's an underwater breathing thing. Just wired it up to the 12 volt. Exciting. So he said apparently no one can really use it very well. It doesn't quite supply us enough air. So if you do something physical underwater, like cleaning the boat or something, like you end up needing more than this can supply. But all I've got to do is just put a little bit of epoxy on, and thought having the bonus of unlimited air to do that. There's a switch on there.
It was time to do a temporary fix on our slow leak. First, to see if Hugh could breathe with the hooker.
The nitrous oxide. Yeah, just end up laughing.
Here is my camera woman. Hugh was able to stay down there the whole time, but my camera lady had to keep returning to the surface to breathe.
Cool. We're good to go. It's all prepped.
Kelvin was on putty mixing duty. Looks like a neat job. Whilst he had the hooker, he decided to scrape the hull. We'd only just had it washed when the leak was assessed, but it's good to stay on top of these things. It was American Independence Day, and we were all invited to celebrate on Leo's ex-boat-ition.
The main thing is the amount of dinghies that are parked up.
Hugh and Kelvin took the opportunity to go and inspect other people's anchors.
You can see a really clear track where a big anchor's dropped the drag for ages.
The dinghy park from below.
There's a guy doing Deliveroo on a e-foil, like a wing foil board. Brilliant.
Oh, okay. Some people love in the powder.
Party over and a dinghy race, which we had no chance of winning with our electric engine.
Help!
We're on full speed.
You're just going
So we chase like Jurassic Park.
We even lost against Kelvin on his paddleboard.
Come on, Calvin! You can do it. We're at the very end.
You got his tiny paddle.
Go. A little bit faster. Make it challenge. You gotta go. Let him win.
I do want to try.
Valley boys blow.
Soon may the weatherman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
And then it was time to say goodbye to Kelvin.
Lovely. Well, thank you for having me. Yeah. Thank you for having me here. Yeah, thank you very much. See you soon. Yeah. Have a good day.
For a punch bag and get some books.
Bye. Oh, I did it again.
But good times keep on going when you have the sun. But it doesn't always shine. We were off to Alcudia Anchorage for the weekend. This was the first time getting our new anchor up.
Oh yeah.
Cool, it's come up beautifully because we went over it. Pulled it up.
Modern world yachting, washing up problems. Catch it. Oh, it's over here. Oh, there's someone else. I need the towel. No. Why is the boat rolling so much? Just leave it. All I'm trying to do is leave a tin to soak. It's been still for ages.
It has. I was considering making chutney.
That's the nautical measure, ladies and gentlemen. We talk about seas. If you can make chutney, it's a good anchorage. But apparently this is now no longer a chutney friendly zone.
Our anchor continues to amaze us.
We've got diesel bug. So we've got John here. We have dismantled the sofa. Under here is the original proper diesel hatch. Look at that. But designed by somebody perhaps who didn't think it fully through. Looks like someone put these supporting battens underneath after the hatch had been built, so you can't even get the hatch out. Plus it's got all these things going out of it, and John's had the very sensible idea of just making a new hole in the tank. Basically less work than taking the old one off and rebedding it again. So we're going to make a hole in the tank and then patch the hole up. That's our strategy, and currently John's on a mission to try and get under our floor. Right, John thinks he's cracked it. Let's find out. Oh, we missed one, haven't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely these ones.
This is why everything takes twice or 3 times as long as you think it will when you do boat jobs.
You've actually unscrewed
Actually
one.
unscrewed one. Hey. So for all the other ones, we've had to, nearly all of them, we had to drill them out. Hopefully this is the last one, and John's going to be in a moment lifting up the floorboards, which is pretty cool. This has probably not been up for 29 years. Another one.
Another full staunt, there we go.
Oh, there it is. Good to see it. Oh,
Kind of your old-fashioned King's pen.
oh yeah, look at that. Actually, I don't think that's that old. 2014, it's only 10 years old. That's good. So like everything else on Esperance that wasn't done by me, it appears to be well made, which is good. There's an old hatch here that's been fiberglass back down, but that to get full access to both of those, you're also taking off that bit of flooring, which would be a big job because since then I've built in that insulation behind, so that's not coming out, not without destroying everything. Anyway, we're trying to work out now how best to cut open the tank, get it clean and seal it back up again. Right, Kel, you're going to love this. You know that thing that I said I've got, and I found it, and it's in the back of the thing, and it's the thing that I suddenly need, and I go, oh, I've got one of those, and you go, I haven't. I have got it. Look, a big load of angle section of polyester already made up fiberglass, ready to go. And we're going to use that. It's the thing, we got it. I brought that all the way from England to Spain. I imported it.
Because we knew we'd need it for this.
Because I knew I'd need it one day. we're just doing a bit of prep on this surface before we cut it, so that when we come to fiberglass it back together afterwards, hopefully the surface is already keyed and it'll just need acetoning. Our idea is there's a baffle across here under there, so we're going to try and start off by cutting a hole there, and then if we can't reach through any holes, we'll have to cut a second hole up here. So we've prepped the surface, we've marked out our, you can't see the really light, we've marked out a nice little square there. John's going to have a go at cutting that out for us, and I'm going to do a bit of a tidying up. Oh, how's your back? Not great.
I'll get straight again one day.
Right, let's have a look under it. What's John's recovered?
Wow, that's incredible. That is literally a living organism called diesel bug. Oh.
So as you can see, John here has been working on a really complex design. Any comments, John?
Yeah, it's about as good as it gets.
Okay, cool, excellent. There's 2 boxes, 2 square things. There we go, look at that, perfect. Right, here we go, the moment you've all been waiting for, a little bit of an introduction to the diesel bug. So diesel bug is literally a bug, it's a living organism that thrives when there's water present inside of diesel, and it becomes this thick, gooey, sludgy stuff, which is not very good, particularly when it gets sucked up into your engine. That's the big risk. The risk is that it goes up through the diesel filters, clogs the filters, or even worse, gets past the diesel filters and starts causing trouble actually in the injectors and the engine itself, as far as I understand. As we've all ascertained, I don't really know what I'm on about. But here we go. I'm going to show you guys what's literally living, and it is literally living inside our diesel tank. Here we go. So this is a bit of diesel here, and underneath the bit of diesel, can you see, we've got this, literally like it almost looks like a wet rag. There's bits of it here as well. It's like a wet rag. I'm going to get my gloves on in a minute and actually get it out and get it in a bucket in my hands. But there you go, it looks like yeah, it's like putty crossed with an old slimy rag. Absolutely incredible. So that is the stuff, and that's the reason we've gone to all this effort, John and I, to take up the entire floor, to lift up the entire floor here on Esperance, cut in some new hatches, and yeah, today's job is I'm now going to get the kitchen gloves on, the very best washing up gloves, and scrub out the inside of the tanks, while my good friend John here is making up some new hatch lids. I'm going to show you what he's up to up here. There we go. We've got a bit of marine ply that used to be our floor, so the cabin sole. And he's look, he's got measurements and everything. Yeah. Look at that. Yeah. He knows what he's doing. Looking good. Go. Look good. Yeah. Wow. Very impressive. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
There you go. He makes the authentic sounds, so I'm trusting him to do that. Yeah. So the idea is we're actually going to put in some proper inspection hatches in the right place where we can get to them, where those 2 holes are down there, and then if this situation ever occurs again, because it can occur, we've actually saw a message on the group family thread yesterday, another boat just had their tanks all cleaned and polished and everything, and then literally the first time they filled up again after that, they got the diesel bug because the bug was already present in the fuel at the marina where they filled up. So yeah, these tanks have been open for probably 25 years, but this can happen any time, so we're going to be on it and very, very slowly try and leave Esperance in a slightly better state than what we found her in. But to be honest, it's pretty much a full-time job making that a possibility. So let's actually see what's in it. Oh, that's a weird thing to pick up, John. Oh, it's literally like I'll tell you, I can't describe what this is. Look at this. I just picked it up. Look at that. I can't. Ugh. I'll tell you what, you got to grab my phone and send a quick video of that to Chris.
Where's your phone?
There we go. Just look at this.
Look at that. Oh, it looks like something out of Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
Sort of thing my dad would eat.
Something your dad would eat, wouldn't it? Yeah. It's that sort of thing. Yeah. Oh, lovely. I can't quite describe what it is. It's like putty, but it's also like an old rag.
But it's alive.
But it's alive. Anyway, that's inside our diesel.
Mm.
And that's what we had to deal with.
We need to get that out.